he's guarding me though, he's like, do you want to dunk it or no?
But if
Now we're going to talk about one of Chris Paul's tendencies in the mid-post, right, and then also in his pull-up game or off pick and roll. A lot of times what you'll see him do is keep that right foot behind his frame. So if he's in the mid-post, right, and he's here, he'll keep his right foot behind. That's just going to generate a little bit more space from that defender to where he knows he can get his shot off. The other thing he does really well is that he raises his release point to a higher point in the mid-range, right? By doing that, he's going to get his shot off, right, against taller defenders. All right, so what we're going to concentrate on now is a few drills to help you with that footwork. All right, so we're going to go, even if it was a snake dribble, keeping this foot behind the frame to where now the ball is here, right? I'm creating more space away from that defender, right? Also getting downhill, right? That defender's running with me, right? And then stopping that right foot and not squaring. So that's going to generate more space, right? Then the last thing we'll do is what he does in the post is where he'll be here, right? He'll move the ball and then he'll come up while keeping that right foot behind his frame. First thing we're gonna look at is a step-up screen, right? We get the step-up screen right now. If that big right now is zoned up or in drop coverage, right? As I get this screen, I'm coming off. First thing we're gonna do right now is we're gonna snake that dribble. When I snake it right now, and I wanna be able to get this shot off against length, right? Instead of squaring to where now he can contest that shot, we're gonna keep that right foot behind our frame. So I wanna be able to push the ball across, keep the right foot behind, and now if you see it, now I'm generating more space from that defender, where as a basketball player, I know I can get that shot off. And that's one of the key things that Chris Paul does, right? And a lot of the great ones do.
The leading rebounder in this game. Ball the floater over the...
No matter how the defense gets them, they can get the spots, right? Or they can put their footwork in a certain situation to where now they know they're going to get that shot off and it just becomes a miss or a make, right? So to do this right now, we're going to start right here. We're going to go open drop. We're going to push across our frame. We're going to go left foot, and then right foot is going to jam in behind our frame. When we jump in the air, we want to square our hip and our elbow into the rim. So we're going to drill it first, right? And then we'll show you how it looks in game situations. Okay, now another key thing when we're getting into the shot is when we push across here and we stop, one of the things to generate our hip going through the ball and to square is trying to kick our leg. So we call it a leg kick. So as I'm up in the air, I want to kick that leg, and if you watch us, right, the leg will start to come back, right? One of the great ones, two of the great ones doing it was Michael Jordan and Kobe, right? If you watch them when they would attack right, they would jump and then leg kick on their square.
Who is 5 of 8. Good fake. Good. He's got it again. And the Lakers.
Okay, now another thing to be able to get shots off against length if you're a smaller guard, right, is if I attack here and he opens that foot, when I attack, I'm here, and then instead of squaring it, right, where now he can contest it, I want to stop that right foot behind my frame again. So if I was attacking here, right, I want to jam that foot into the ground. One, it's going to be a quicker stop, so it's going to generate more space because he won't be able to stop as quick. The second thing it's going to be able to do, right, is keep more distance away from my defender, right? So it's very key if you want to get shots off against length, right? A lot of times, right, you'll see guards against length, they'll have an angle and they'll beat them, but they don't know how to get shots off. So if I'm here and I'm attacking, maybe we got to switch, I'd attack downhill, 1, 2, and I jam my foot here. It's a quicker stop to where now I'm into my shot, and he's still trying to stop and contest my shot off it. Okay, now we're going to work on drill situation, right? I want to go 2 dribble 4 step. We're going to attack into the NBA elbow or the regular elbow. So I want to get into my drop here. 1 dribble, right? 2 dribble, and then instead of squaring, we're going to jam that right foot in the ground. We're going to elevate into the air again. I want to be able to turn my hip, right, and my elbow to the rim, and then we want to have that leg kick, right, to square us and generate power, right, up into that shot. All right, back to our Chris Paul series. Okay, what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna be in the mid post, right? One of Chris Paul's favorite things to do in the mid post. Right, he's a smaller player, so he's got to find out, right, and figure out different ways to get his shots off against length. Right, one of the ways that he does it, right, if I have that defender here, right, so B's guarding me, right, and he's here, right, yep. If I step in here, right, I'm pushing into his frame. So what I want to do right here, if I'm here, right, I want to be able to, off this stance, be able to just shoot this shot. So if I'm here, right foot is back, right, if you watch, his left shoulder's dropped right now. So now as I'm here, right, I know as I lift that ball up, he's not going to be able to contest it, right? So I want to start to shift my weight to that right, I'm going to pull up on that shot. There's a couple ways you can do it, right? What Melo does sometimes, and he's probably the best at it, is he'll rotate, right, and pivot off his left, right, and then just jam that foot in quick, right, landing it. As he lands it, right, he's right into that shot, creating that length. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to be in this stance to start. We're stationary, and right from this stance, we want to be able to lift the ball up from our right hip, right, and make that shot. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to pivot off it, right, and then we're going to generate that momentum by jamming our foot in, right, again at this angle, creating that space from our defender, and we're going to get into that shot.
Well, he's taking over. He sees Herder along the baseline, and that's why Solomon Hill.
One of the key things right now is we rotate, we want to be able to kick this leg, right, rotating our hip through that ball. So if I'm here, I don't want to shoot, right, and just keep my body here. I want to kick this right leg up and through. That's going to rotate me and square me up to that rim. Okay, now we're going to step in, generate that momentum, right, so I may pivot, right, step, right, jam that foot, hit it. We want to stay at that angle, get right into that shot. Right, that's going to do a couple things. It's going to mistime that defender's jump. It's going to give us more space. So a lot of times, right, defenders are looking for us to be comfortable. If I have that ability right now just to jam that foot down, right, and then get into that shot, they're not going to be expecting it where I can get the ball to the rim, right, before they can react and lift.